Brookline was fantastic. It's interesting. When you say it out loud, you're like, what are we doing? I mean, it's 25 years I've been covering major championship golf, which means I've been to most of them, more than once in many occasions. Brookline just hasn't had any majors, and I've never been there. So watching it, it's blind to me, and it's not our event anymore. It's now an NBC property again, and so it's fine and fun to watch them do the heavy lifting and watch it. But when you're there at an event, you have a much better sense of it, obviously, because you've been out walking the golf course. But I thought it was a fantastic venue. It was clearly hard as hell. You tend to look at a major and say, who does it identify at the end of a week? And there were some interesting names Thursday and Friday, but come Sunday, it's all heavyweights. And even though Fitzpatrick hadn't won yet, he's top 20 in the world. Even though Zalatoris hasn't won yet, he's got like 6 top 10s in his 10 major championship starts, and he misses by a shot. And Scottie Scheffler, who's the world's number one, who won the Masters, he misses by a shot. And all the other guys that are right behind it are a bunch of major championship winners. And it felt like the course, as the saying in the U.S. Open goes, identified a great champion. And the shot Fitzpatrick hit on 18, from the bunker, you got to hit a big boy shot. And when the time required it, he absolutely delivered. So at the end of it, it was proper U.S. Open golf, fun. Even though it was a first-time champion, certainly a worthy winner. And, I thought it was a fun watch all the way around. Do
you think Fitzpatrick's shot out of the bunker is going to be up there, like, say, with the Corey Pavin, Shinnecock, Mashie or something like that? Or are you going to be talking about this years from now, do you think? That's
the way Zalatoris framed it. I mean, and he, if you watched, he went over and eyeballed it because, he hit a great drive, and he's got at that point, you're down one, you want to know, what are we looking at here? So he went over and took a look, and he called it a 1 in 20 shot that Fitzpatrick hit. And he said it was pretty ballsy, and it certainly was. And I think we tend to do this a lot in sports. You and I have talked about this. Whatever, you and I talk on a Monday after what happened Sunday, and it's fresh, and you tend to think this will be a forever shot. I don't know if it's that, but I know that in golf circles, people will remember at that moment and say, here's a guy that had never won, had a one-shot lead, and had to step up and hit it, and he hit it to 15, 20 feet. So it's worthy of being discussed. I don't know if history will remember it the way it does some others.
Scott Van Pelt here on the Rich Eisen Show, and I know you mentioned how the course in Brookline had not had a major, but it had a Ryder Cup. I went to it. I was on SportsCenter at the time, and it was a quick drive up there. Did you see Justin Leonard wearing, I guess, the zip-up version of that awful shirt that those guys wore for the United States side? Did you see that?
Golf's had some poor outfits, I think.
I know.
Can we just call it what it is? There have been some poor outfits through the years, and that was, I guess it was meant to feel like the wall of an old locker room or something. But
I don't know what that was.
That was a truly insane day, and you were there, so you as Boomer, I was there. You were there, I was not. Right. But the shot Leonard hits a forever shot, and they'll talk. There was a great video of Justin Thomas and Scottie Scheffler dropping a ball during the practice round when Leonard was out walking around, dropping it, saying, let's do, hit the shot, right?
Yeah, right.
That's one of those spots on a green where you're like, that's where that dude hit that shot.
Did then a European come out and complain about everybody trampling on their line? Did that happen as well?
They weren't wrong. That wasn't that game wasn't over. We typically don't storm the field before the game's over. There was a putt that needed to be hit. That wasn't everyone's best moment. I understand why they lost their mind, but
I remember.
In the end, I don't know. Was Olafable going to make the putt? I don't know. It's been 20-some years. It's probably time to move on.
Oh, they were so angry about that. I just remember that.